So last time I had to battle these three extremely annoying people, and I got that done, and I learned Incendio, aka fire, and I can't wait to learn You Shall Not Pass! You shall not pass! Okay? Encoding overloaded. No thanks. You shall not pass! Sorry, headphone users. Sorry for bursting your eardrums open. I should put a headphone warning in. Oh god. I'm probably gonna do. Oh god. Get small. I'll gradually get small. And if I'm sorry about the You shall not pass, but extremely loud. Oh god. But this game has been treating me well. But now I gotta go to Fig's classroom. But I learned Incendio. I got everything done and all that stuff. Why did that sound like the Netflix snap? Like when it goes snap.
The portraits in the castle don't always have something interesting to say. Many of them do chatter on nonetheless.
Oh no, that's the Nintendo Switch.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
But who are you saying, nice to see you, my young friend? Who are you?
Have you ever been to the kitchens? My parents run by house elves.
What? Okay.
Whilst I'm impressed by your one work, I would suggest you set your aim a bit further from your professor.
What? I'm not even trying to go to you. I'm trying to go to somebody else, so yeah.
Levioso.
My trains,
Ah, there you are.
Hello.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sorry, Fig. I gotta go. Sebastian. If all I got to do, all for it.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
In the softest voice ever. The
Off on
softest...
another adventure, are we?
Shut up.
Sebastian, there you are. I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books, so do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Where will later be? And I got teleported there.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Boom. Now I don't need that.
Quietly now. Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
The library is no place for larking about. Out at once!
I was lagging. I was lagging. Go. Okay.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book. Revelio.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
If you're a mortal, must we encounter students at all hours of the day and night?
Ugh, Wolfster! Mr. Wolfster.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Better be.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. should be in the clinic. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Silent as a grave. Leviosa.
One second.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. I should use Reparo on this broken armor. Reparo. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it. might this lead?
Reparo. Oh. Oh. Ah. Levioso.
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Leviosa.
Protego.
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio!
It is a book after all.
Sorry, my mic wasn't on. Let's see what this is. Let's look in. After this memory, I gotta go help my mom do something. Dumbledore? Merlin? Why Merlin's bed? Look at the kitty. I saw Kitty in the background, but look at the kid. I saw Cat in the background. What's happening to the other kid? Sick?
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
I'm just gonna get out of the library. Out, out, out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah.
Reparo.
Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah.
Reparo.
Not repair.
Reparo. Incendio.
Fly. I can fabricate fly.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Yeah. Ignore that. Ignore that.
Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
What are you up to now?
Shut up.
Incendio. Levioso.
Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
There we are.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Sorry for blowing your eardrums out.
I think transfiguration is the hardest of them. It requires much precision.
Herbology class. As well, Flu powder.
Growing Punger's onion again.
Let me in herbology. I've never been a fan.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then. Today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
I do wonder about Professor Fig. Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
Listen to me, big table.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. Here we are. Home of the Chinese... Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mouth.
5 minutes.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
I adore decorating for the holidays.
Potions class. Let me teleport. And then, gotta take a piss.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
So right now, I'm...
Off on another adventure, are we?
Nobody cares! Oh yeah, I forgot. But we are going down here to go to potions class. I just finished up herbology. Down there's a potions class. I just need the stairs. Also, if you missed anything, you can go to my past streams to see what you missed, if you have. Also, Professor Weasley, yeah, she works here. She gave me this book that lets me let out like a piece of paper that turns into a bird that lets me fly. Oh, hi, Mike.
That's the last time Maybe Aurors or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
So I'm at potions class.
I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Okay, child.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not be that now. Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
So I don't get to do it again. I don't get to do all the mixing, pushing it, putting in, and tapping it, and then just drizzling it and all that. I can't do more of that. I can't do more of the swirling and drizzling, and tapping and then booming and banging and powing and oh yeah, it flies. And then it teleports and then comes back. That's unusual. I'm gonna make one more wing meld. Gimme. I just need 4 clumps.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Oh! No! Dragon Dog!
Inside.
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not keep your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Mister?
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
That will be all.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I need Horglum juice. And then I'll go furniture things. I want to go to his office. Mr. Goofster.
Ugh, my
Why?
robes are made to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
Incendio!
Dang, those pots are beautiful.
Incendio! Levioso!
You see this? I mean, they are easy to like leave. I think they're like held up by magic. Ooh, what's that? A magic.
Levioso! Incendio!
Heat it up. Anyway,
That will be enough of that.
interesting.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Shut up. Will Smith.
Thought the boy was gone. Inexcusably rude.
Child. Stop saying inexcusably rude. Oh, wrong way. Luckily they don't hurt me, because I put them down instead.
Incendio! Levioso! Reparo!
I don't know why I threw that. Where am I supposed to go now? What has happened? Something has happened and it is not good. Seems like Hogwarts Legacy has crashed. Seems my assessment is correct. Shutting it off. Bum, bum. Nope. Shutting it off. Alright. One sec.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Gonna be. Don't I have my various potion? I'll stick to that in case I need it. Should make me rock hard. In the physical sense.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Shut up. You sound like one of my teachers. Anyway. Get in trouble with it. What has happened?
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Oh, what was my goal? Lumos. Glacius. No way of that.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
can't flea powder actually exist?
Accio! Revelio.
Spells are better.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Anyway.
Do you suppose Black Children will come?
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
I wouldn't do that to you, Cressida. Only trying to teach you to be a little more careful.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Oh yeah, what am I going on?
Ugh, what am I missing?
Ho, 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 ho. Hee ha, hee ha, ha, hee ha. something. Alright, I'm just gonna go off the path. Off the path. I'm just gonna go over to the one home. Yeah, see how close that is. Probably not gonna follow the page.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabili Land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Matabili Land?
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen and find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
How dare you threaten me?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Your life is here.
Prepare her.
Cast the back
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. You've nowhere to hide! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student on the fight!
Tell Rookwood to find it himself.
Don't let him curse you, did ya?
Levioso.
Expulso! You'll feel the danger!
Fighting someone else.
I've had enough of this. Knew you. How embarrassing. That's just the beginning.
Levioso. Accio.
Had enough. You little brat.
I'm just warming up.
Protego!
Easy.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought no.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Not talk to you anymore. Let me leave.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth studying.
Well, I think anything concerning Merlin is worth pursuing, and I shall have you know, no one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Fine. Whole trunk of Mallowsweet. Where? Okay, I don't see it. Oh, there.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
Oh.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the fire sink.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
People fast and water.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw.
Okay, so off to Hogsmeade. I said Hogsmeade. Oh yeah, off to Hogsmeade. Off to Hogsmeade, oh yeah.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Well, I don't know. Sorry.
Reparo. Revelio.
Rapite, prepare. No. Let me in. Yay, yay.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Be right back. Honestly, though. Make a picture. Tantrum napkin shirt. Magic spell. And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child in pose, wipe the gum off your shoe. Double loser, take a picture.
I suppose I could. But why should I spend my time on a glorified errand?
It is much more than a glorified errand, to be sure. I dare say you'll find my proposal intriguing. Please, hear me out. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
I'm back. As you can see. Anyway, farewell.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Chips, abuse your hips, kick the child in pose, wipe the gum off your shoe, double loser, take a picture, throw a tantrum napkin shirt, magic spell, magic spell. And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child in pose, wipe the gum off your shoe, double loser, take a picture, throw a tantrum napkin shirt, magic spell, magic spell. It's the closest I can type to. I can go there. Boom, throw a tantrum napkin shirt, magic spell, magic spell. And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child in pose, wipe the gum off your shoe. Double loser, take a picture, throw a tantrum napkin shirt. Magic spell, magic spell. Throw a tantrum napkin shirt. Magic spell, magic spell. And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child in pose, wipe the gum off your shoe, double loser, take a picture, tantrum napkin shirt, magic spell, magic spell. So leading me to no avail. Now this part I can't climb until I'm here. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child in pose, wipe the gum off your shoe. Double loser, take a picture, throw a tantrum napkin shirt. Magic spell, magic spell. And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child and pose. Wipe the gum off your shoe. Double loser, take a picture. Double throw a tantrum, napkin shirt. Magic spell,
The
magic
statues
spell.
Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
And here we go. Aww, look at him. Look at him.
Akio.
I know, me too, wee wee. Oh, tantrum, napkin shirt, magic spell. Double loser, take a picture. Oh, tantrum, napkin shirt, magic spell.
Don't mind me, owls. I'm just here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues?
Magic spell, magic spell.
I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick.
Oh my god, but I don't have it. I don't have the summoning charm.
Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws.
Boom! Why do you gotta look at me? What, am I supposed to use a spell? Double lose it, take a picture. Oh, tantrum, naked shit. Magic spell, magic spell. And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child and pose. Wipe the gum off your shoe. Double loser, take a picture. Throw a tantrum, napkin shirt. Magic spell. Oh, magic spell. And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child and pose. Wipe the gum off your shoe. Double loser, take a picture. Throw a tantrum, napkin shirt. Magic spell, magic spell. And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child and pose. Gum off your shoe. Double loser, take a picture. Is there a spell I don't have? And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child and pose. Wipe the gum off your shoe. Double loser, take a picture. Throw a tantrum, napkin shirt. Magic spell, magic spell. Speaking of magic spell, magic spell. Expelliarmus. I burped. I went burp. 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 What exactly am I doing? What exactly am I doing?
Reparo.
Do I use Reparo?
Levioso.
Accio. Incendio. No statues here.
Incendio. Revelio.
Boring. Oh!
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Reparo.
Levioso, Reparo. Accio, Incendio. Nothing. Levioso, Accio, Incendio. Here's a welcome surprise. Accio, Levioso. I'd best keep looking. Levioso, Incendio. Levioso,
Here we go.
Accio.
Take the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child in pose, wipe the gum off your shoe, double loser, take a picture, throw a tantrum napkin shirt, magic spell, magic spell.
Levioso, Accio, Incendio.
Any up here? Yes, there is.
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher. Accio, Levioso, Incendio. Levioso, Accio, Incendio. No statues here. Levioso, Accio, Incendio.
Levioso, Accio, Incendio.
What's happening?
Levioso, Accio, We shouldn't have a broomstick by now.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Magic spell, magic spell. And here we go. Eat the chips, abuse your hips, kick the child in pose, wipe the gum off your shoe, double loser, take a picture. Is there something lower down? Oh no, just a chest. Take that. Yay, what was that? Just the apple, I'm seeing things. Throw a tantrum napkin shirt. Magic spell, magic spell. Spell. Magic spell, magic spell. Oh my god. Wow. I died. Donna Jones from Italy. What? Double loser, take a picture, throw a tantrum napkin shirt. Magic spell, magic spell. Why would I need the disarming charm? Oh yeah. Gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme. Hogwarts, send me the Hogwarts map. I'm going back to the Hogwarts map. I gotta use a bathroom. One second. Plate's in good shape. Anyway, be right back. Burb. Alright, guys. I'm sorry for not being here for the last bit. But I'm gonna end the stream off here. Farewell, my brethren.